Vale, vamos con el Invincible. Nos quedamos aquí.
We had our last contact with Regis a few minutes after noon. Even then, Dr. Gorski was walking alone. Communications blew up shortly before he got here. He didn't take a tent. Anyway, what's the idea of doing it alone?
Damn. This place is amazing. It's all made up of these structures. Except they don't look like creations of nature anymore.
Tía, vaya barbaridad, ¿no?
Maybe that's why Dr. Gorski, not to mention the Alliance.
Well, if we're looking for something on this planet, this could be it. These structures form entire multi-story complexes. They look like a city.
Are you saying that...
No. There's no point in jumping to conclusions yet.
Verdad que parecen edificios, tío.
Dr. Gorski set up the flags.
So, he kept going, despite the lack of communication with the rest.
You'd have to see it with your own eyes, sir. This place. Gorski may have lost himself in his discovery.
Are you joking, Doctor? Lost himself, Gorski. He may not have respect for the unknown, but he has his feet firmly on the ground.
I think he must have discovered something.
Este juego es que no se puede hablar,
And
están todo el
since
rato
he
hablando,
suffers
tío.
from excessive ambition, he's capable of stupid acts in the name of a breakthrough.
Well, I admit, that sounds more like him. You must trace his steps, Doctor.
I'm working on it.
El antivirus que tengo en el
Are
teléfono
you receiving a signal?
detecta todas las aplicaciones como ladrones de información personal.
No, none. Why are you asking?
He tried to open up a connection, set up a transmitter.
There's nothing on the comms, but I'll check the record history. Please give me a moment.
The height of the entire complex is over 100 meters.
Ah, vale, qué
Even
locura, ¿no?
150.
150.
And all made of this metal.
To a
Hay que actualizar el
significant
móvil,
degree.
Jesús, si no se rompe.
Is something were to live here,
Yes?
it would have to be very small, like insects. On the other hand, there's no flora around to support such organisms. Left or right?
Ah, es que es una paranoia lo que hay ahí. ¿Qué tengo que elegir por dónde he pasado o qué? Espacio libre, fuente. Madre mía. Mi móvil de 2019. El mío, mi móvil tiene 7 años ya, ¿eh? También.
I'll squeeze through the passage.
El mío es el OnePlus 6T,
Two more
que
hours.
creo que van por el 10 ya.
Huh?
That's all Gorski has left of oxygen, at best.
And at worst?
He's just finishing it up. Though it all depends on his activity.
If I remember correctly, there is a risk of methane poisoning.
That's right. According to Dr. Krauter, negative symptoms can appear after an hour. Maybe after a few hours. I think you'll find Gorski by then.
Let's hope so.
Exacto. Mi teléfono lleva años diciéndome, oye, por favor, te lo pido por favor, llévame con el de la guadaña ya. O sea, no, ya está. Hasta el día que no encienda, este móvil no se lo cambia.
The terrain. Those structures, are they still everywhere?
Yep. Wherever I look, there's metal.
Tía, qué paranoia, tío. Madre mía. Se ve que flipa el puto juego, ¿eh? O sea, se ve que te cagan las cosas como son. Es una cosa bastante loca. Por cierto, el mes que viene sabéis que sale el GTA 6, ¿no? O sea, no sale, lo anuncia. El tráiler, me refiero.
I see the probe. Has it found anything?
It's not making any measurements at the moment.
No, seguro. Seguro que sale el tráiler el mes que viene.
The overload protection is activated. Until I do a
Ya lo ha dicho hasta
reset,
Rockstar.
Is it because of my flight?
it's possible, but please don't worry about it. What matters is that you're fine.
Wouldn't it be better if I helped you? I can close it manually after all.
I'd need some directions first. And to bring it to you.
No problem, I'm on it.
First,
No
I need to
problem.
find a place where I can land it. Otherwise you won't be able to help me, Doctor.
Vale. Vale, tengo que indicar, ¿no? Vale. ¿Cómo te indico? El mío, como se quede al cero al encenderse, se le pone unas líneas blancas en la pantalla y se le quitan o fallan todas las app. Perfecto. Vale, me tengo que venir aquí, ¿no? ¿Y ahora qué hago? Ah, bueno, igual desde ahí arriba, ¿no?
There. I found the right place.
All right then. I'm waiting for instructions.
Vale, instrucciones.
Let's see.
5 metros hacia adelante. Girar 120 grados a la izquierda. A ver, girar 120 grados a la
Rotate the probe
izquierda.
120 degrees. Okay, now.
Vale. 7 metros hacia adelante.
7 meters forward.
Se va a dar contra la pared, ¿verdad? Ah, no. Vale. Perfecto. Otros 45.
So, 45 degrees to the left. And full
Adelanta
steam
toda
ahead.
máquina, ¿no? Desgraciada. ¡Para, para, para, para! ¡Para!
Stop.
¿Qué pasa?
Now,
Final
rotate
Fantasy... Un
45
segundo, ahora te leo, un
degrees to the
segundo, un
right.
segundo. El Final Fantasy 7 Remintide el nuevo, el Afterbirth ese raro, donde sale una chica, vale la pena. Creo que lleva un boomerang. Ah, el de Yumi. El DLC de Yumi. No merece la pena. No,
2 meters
¿Qué va?
forward. Land.
que va, que va. Es una mierda. Es relleno todo el rato. Aprieta ahí, apriétale el cerebro. Aprieta, aprieta.
Oh, don't be angry.
It's not anger, it's a warning sign.
I know, I know. You're welcome, Bully.
Esta máquina se vuelve contra mí, ¿verdad? Está bugueada bajo el suelo, Wally. O sea, Vale, Bully. Vale. Tú, bicho, vaya. ¿Ya furula? Chachi. Nunca he sentido que voy tan lento en juego como en el de Witcher 3. The Witcher 3, que es un juego muy lento. A mí me pasó eso mismo que tú estás diciendo con Red Dead 2. Con el Red Dead Redemption 2 me pasó eso.
It's a bit like Pando.
Lo dejé por eso, ¿eh? Y los quiero jugar de nuevo, pero
Talking about, Doctor.
se me hace pesadísimo ese juego.
A colony of populous tremoloids. American aspen. The new trees grow not from seeds, but from root suckers of old trees. As a result, it's one giant organism, thousands of years old.
So you're in a dead metal forest.
Huh, that does sound bizarre. Though maybe.
Paranoia, no de formas, tío. Es que, mira eso. Quítate. Como súper raro todo. Luego porque los juegos me duran 10 horas, ¿ves? Yo mirando formas aleatorias 25 minutos.
Doctor, something has been recorded after all. But there are plenty of errors in the transmission header. It's hard to say whether this is a message from Gorski.
Well then, sir, play it. Maybe we'll finally find out what's going on with the doctor.
Let's hope so. Gorski to base. I repeat, this is Gorski. Base, come in. No doubt, it's him. Well, let's keep listening. But as soon as you report anything, Doctor, I'll stop the recording. Bugger. No confirmation again. I report. I've made an amazing discovery. Geometric structures that a thicket of bushy, pointed rods and slats. Mostly iron, but not only.
Claro, tú imagínate que vas a un planeta, tío, y te encuentras esto.
Altogether similar to a giant integrated circuit.
¿Entiendes? O sea, es
Swarm of tangled cables. Not a trace of electric current, polarity, not even residual magnetism.
una locura, la verdad.
Maybe once upon a time, centuries ago, petawatts or exawatts of power flowed this way. To compare with something, it's probably a machine. Some kind of information collective structure. Maybe it was some kind of electronic brain. It makes me think of the Lyrans. A race of extinct sentient beings. Supposedly, they knew about light acceleration before we invented the wheel. They had to save themselves from the explosion of Nova. They sent ships. The remains of those ships have been found, ashed to a chip glued together. I've seen hypothetical schematics. The structures here remind me of those. Okay, moving on. Readings. Well, that's it. What follows is just a humming noise. Any thoughts, Doctor?
So far, it all leads to one conclusion. This is not a place for a man, nor for any humanoids.
Then who is it for?
Maybe it's really an alien technology. Those Lyrans.
As far as I know, all information about the Lyran civilization is just guesswork. Many consider Lyrans to be just a myth, so I wouldn't take it too seriously.
Well, I think there might be something to it.
By the way, you were right, Doctor. Gorski did lose himself in his discovery, in spite of everything.
I can see the relay up close. Looks
No se callan, es increíble. Hecho a propósito, quizá lo causa la tormenta. En mi opinión, se trata de una coincidencia.
This is starting to look like a deliberate diversion to me.
You may be right. The question is, who's behind all these disruptive activities?
That I don't know, sir.
Y el Blasfemo 1 no te gusta, el 2 no. Porque el 2 es lo mismo que el 1, ¿eh? Con muchas mejores cosas en plan de combate y eso. Pero ni de coña. Bueno, ¿piensa interactuar con esto? Por ejemplo. ¿No quieres interactuar? ¿No te apetece? Pues nada. En todo, cambia todo. Del Blasfemo 1 al 2, cambia el combate, cambia el mapa, cambia las estadísticas, cambia todo. ¿Está? Y la huella. ¿No te apetece bajar o qué?
No, No point in going back this way.
Madre mía. La Virgen. ¿6 juegos por 30 euros? ¿De qué? ¿De un bundle o de qué? Ah, ofertas de Steam.
There are more traces, this time handprints, and a drop detector.
What? Did I hear you right?
Yes, sir, you heard correctly. I'm afraid we must be ready for any eventuality.
Well, that doesn't mean we should assume the worst. I still believe you'll find him, Doctor.
Vaya fumada, tú. Cómo se ve esta zona, ¿eh? Flipas en colores, tú. Viejo juego. ¿Cuál te has pillado?
I found something. Again.
I'm listening.
Tu traje podría ser dañado, vos que ha perdido la cabeza.
More of the same stuff. Gorski's things. More traces. Fine. Actions devoid of logic.
Back in the camp, you reported Merritt's abandoned things.
A backpack and a journal, yes. This scene looks disturbingly similar.
Madre mía. Lo que sale en azul ahora lo veo. Claro.
Ouch!
Jasna, what is it?
I took a shortcut.
On purpose?
Not really.
Loco, cada vez que baja o subes de los sitios es un puto mareo que flipas, macho.
Finally! I have his position. Not yet. Gorski, are you here? It's me, Jasna.
Still nothing.
Yeah. I found his backpack. You know what that means, sir?
Yes.
Míralo.
Oh, there he is. I see him. He's lying in a sinkhole. Doctor, answer me, please.
Se va a caer, ¿no?
Almost there. Got him.
Ese estaba muerto. Toma.
Gorski! Gorski! Look at me! His eyes are closed.
Is he breathing?
He's alive, but barely.
Did he react in any way?
No reaction. He seems unconscious. Gorski, come on.
Calm down, Doctor. Get him out of there. The probe's already looking for a landing site.
Okay, let me just... I'm pulling him out.
Pero, o sea, entonces ya hemos encontrado a la tripulación. Está todos muertos, básicamente.
He's out. I activated his SOS. You should pick up a transmission with his parameters, sir. Well?
No, nothing. The transmitter in the suit must be too weak.
El dirro está
Should I
guapo.
retrieve his booster from the backpack?
No point. Better to say
El
that
dirro sí está
we
chulo.
have to do it anyway so that Hopper can land in this maze. Have a preliminary scan of your surroundings. There's an open area nearby. You have to move Gorski there. The probe will guide you.
But he's not stable. I must share my oxygen with him, Astrogator.
You'd need a spare for that. The protocol doesn't provide for connecting two suits at the same time.
In that case, I'll give him my tank.
Negative. I won't allow it, Yasna. If you faint, the doctor won't carry you.
The membrane looks intact.
What did you say? I didn't hear.
Hold
Hazlo.
on, Gorski.
I still can't hear you, Doctor. Please repeat.
It's nothing, Astrogator. Some
Toma.
static on the
Y
line.
le miento en toda su boca, en la cara. Me va a hacer falta a mí después, ¿verdad? Al final del juego me voy a morir o algo. Tiene pinta.
Are you out in the open already?
Sort of. Yes.
Once you've set up the transmitter, I should start receiving Gorski's signal.
Ay. No ve el paraguas, ¿ves?
Heart rate saturation almost within the range.
Estaba claro que iba a pasar algo.
I don't know. Everything is shaking. No!
Y ahora le he dado el oxígeno al otro y no voy a tener para mí, ¿verdad?
I caught the probe. I'm... Fuck! I'm flying.
La sonda se ha movido sin que el otro la mueva, seguro, ¿verdad? Tiene pinta.
What? What was that? Astrogator, I'm underground. It's hard to determine my exact location. Novik, do you copy? Base, come in. I'm sending an SOS. Anyone, please. Okay. Stay calm. Just keep it together. Heartbeats racing.
Vale.
But saturation hasn't dropped below the tissue norm. Not yet, at least.
Entiendo lo que decía la gente, que el juego en sí, si no fuera porque de vez en cuando está bastante... En fin. A mí me gusta porque me gusta todo el rollo del espacio, pero... Es denso, ¿eh? O sea, yo llevaré 2 horas de juego así, ¿eh? Y es denso, ¿eh? Y son 6. Es bastante denso.
Slippery terrain. Poor visibility. Considering all factors, situation hopeless. At least I got flares.
Quiero una bengala aquí ahora.
Gotta be kidding me.
Si se ve bien, ¿para qué quiero una bengala? Gastar por gastar. Nada. Perfecto. Uy. Casi.
Fucking great.
Tiene esperanza, no es posible. Cima profunda, paso estrecho.
I can't. I just can't. Pretty much fucked. That's my considered opinion. Fucked.
Otro fantasma, ¿verdad? Tiene pinta.
Who's that? I can't see. Crowder. Is that you? But how? You were supposed to... Doctor? Why won't you answer me?
¿Qué? No te escucho.
It's good to see you again, Yasna. Unfortunately, there is no time for pleasantries. We need to get out of here now.
How are we supposed to do that? You're way up.
Look to your left. Should be easier from there. I'll keep an eye on you from above. You won't lose me if we stay in contact. And hopefully, both of us will make it to the surface.
I'm not going anywhere until you explain how you found me.
Porque estás loca.
I guess you'll die, because I refuse to waste time on explanations. Your choice, Yasna.
Asshole.
¡Gilipollas! A ver si puedes pisar un poco más al filo y que se rompa la piedra, teniendo un cacho de piedra así de ancho.
Say something. I can't stand
Ya
this
no va a
dreadful
contestar, no
silence.
imagino, ¿no?
Silence is harmless.
Ah, pues sí.
Shouldn't be afraid of it. Unlike other things.
And what should I be afraid of?
Dehydration, hypoxia, methane poisoning. The list is quite long. Oh, what were you thinking, really? I warned you against opening your helmets, let alone giving all your oxygen to a dead man. A complete failure of reason in the act of futile heroism.
Gorski isn't dead. That's why I left him my damn tank.
It might as well be. Do you really think giving him oxygen was enough? Something attacked you up there. Odds are, it got Gorski as well.
We'll check
Pero el
and
que
correct
atacó,
him.
coño, dímelo ya.
Novik should be monitoring his parameters after all.
Yeah, about that. You shouldn't trust everything the old man says. He only tells us what he sees fit.
Huh? What do you mean?
Doesn't matter now. Let's focus on getting out of this maze. Is your equipment operational? Nothing damaged?
I think so.
Estoy mareando con la mierda de su vídeo con la cámara así por arriba
What
abajo, tío.
equipment do you have on you? Procedural minimum or more?
The telemeter, tracer, a metal detector. Other than the latter, I'd say the bare minimum. Slow down. I need to rest.
Rest is for the dead.
Esto, los movimientos de cámara, de balanceo, no sé si marean, tío. Y lo hace todo el rato, subiendo y bajando de las cosas. Bueno, pues ya está. Pues se acabó el juego, me quedo ahí tumbado.
Just enough. Forward, Yasna. Faster, Yasna.
Venga, ya
We're
está.
racing against time, Yasna. We're constantly fighting for life, Yasna. Enough of this nonsense. I don't want to fight anymore. I don't want to fight.
All right, Yasna. Have it your way.
What? A moment ago you were forcing me to struggle on. But now you'll let me die. Just like that.
Not just like that. You did everything you could. But even that wasn't enough. You have the right to finally give up.
No, not over. I haven't given up yet.
Can you walk?
Yeah, probably. I just need to catch my breath.
Los textos, ¿verdad? Es que no, o sea, es que no se callan, tío.
On second thought,
O sea, es que no se callan. O sea, es que está bien, está guay eso, pero es demasiado.
just close your eyes and let yourself
Estos juegos
go.
para directo son un problema, tío.
End the suffering.
Okay. I'm getting up. Turns out I prefer to live than let you talk me to death. I can do it.
Ahora entiendo lo de las 6 horas, es que te tiras subiendo una loma 25 minutos de juego, entonces, claro.
Thank goodness.
Y eso que yo llevo un par de orillas a jugar al juego nada más, pero...
All my talking turned out to be quite helpful, huh?
Don't push it, Krauter. Do you see this?
Well, if you're talking about the coal deposits and the bones of prehistoric reptiles, then yes.
Reptiles
They're further up as
prehistóricos,
well.
¿no?
What do you think that means?
Isn't it obvious? Dinosaurs once lived on Regis 3.
Don't mock me, Krauter.
No, I'm serious. Millions of years ago, this planet had to be teeming with life until something got rid of it. Quite effectively.
or it didn't allow organisms ashore. Perhaps stop them from leaving the water.
If so, I think it stops them to this day. In other words, it's still here, and it nips all manifestations of life in the bud.
Why then have I not met it yet?
Oh, but I think you have.
You know a lot, Crowder. About what happened to me and about these fossils.
Por aquí pasaban bichos reptando, ¿verdad? Tiene pinta.
About life on Regis.
About you. He's clueless regarding Regis. Only cares about how he can gain an advantage in this sector of the galaxy.
De momento lo que menos me gusta es que la tía se canse con solo darle un momento a sprintar, la verdad. Es un juego que tiene que tener el sprint sin que se canse, porque si no se hace muy largo y muy pesado. Pero estos eran bastante gigantes, ¿no?
Relax. The old man will send another expedition, and they will find those bones, along with ours.
Thanks. For a moment there, I forgot how screwed I was. Good that you reminded me.
Maybe your situation would be better if you didn't stop to admire the fossils.
Now you sound like Novik.
Touché.
Sí, tío, por ahí pasaba algo reptando, vaya. Es que esto está como muy perfecto hecho. Esto es lo que está flipando.
How is it you're always a few steps ahead of me?
Simple.
¿Dónde está?
I outpace you because I'm moving my legs, not my mouth.
Toma lo que te ha dicho. En tu boca negra.
Come. It's time to be among other people again. They are there, somewhere. I promise.
Hay aliens seguramente, no lo sé. Hombre, yo esperaba un juego del espacio que no fuera todo alien. La verdad es que siempre que se hace algo en el espacio es de alien, que lo entiendo. Pero no sé. Uy, uy, vaya lagazo.
I'm starting to have second thoughts. What if something's waiting for me? Something that caused my fall.
It doesn't matter now. You stay here, death is certain.
Hey, where did you go?
Porque desde donde yo estoy hasta el final del juego ahora mismo, ¿cuánto me quedarán? 3 horas, la mitad del juego exactamente, a lo mejor.
I can't go with you anymore.
Crowder?
Forgive me for my rudeness. I had to be a prick. To pull you out of there. Unfortunately, now my body is mere coal. Water and nitrogen. An empty heart. Like to farewell. This is not our farewell, but so, I should tell you, it was an honor.
¿El que está hablando del otro? ¿Qué? No entiendo nada. Hombre, los escenarios, o sea, visualmente esto es la polla. O sea, este frame ahora mismo es la putísima polla, como está hecho. La imagen, así, imagen y todo, o sea, la luz, todo.
Astrogator, I'm here. Over.
Finally! Yes, sir. You can't even imagine. It's really good to hear your voice again, Doctor.
Sir, I saw Crowder.
Yes, sir. Are you saying what?
Me estoy volviendo loca, del coño.
I don't quite understand myself.
All right. Let's leave that for now. Are you injured in any way?
No. As usual, I came out of trouble unscathed.
Some would call it a
Esto parece la película de Transformers, loco. Donde se meten eso ahí una parte. Coño. Cojones.
What kind of deadly shit is this?
Doctor, what are you talking about?
There's something here. It looks like a machine. It burned a hole in the wall. And now it's marching on these kind of crab legs.
Damn. You must evacuate immediately.
It sounds like you know what it is, sir.
Así que lo sabe.
No, I have my suspicions. One of the flagship machines of the Alliance would match the description.
Ah, vale, que ya están aquí, ¿no? Los malos.
You're fucking kidding me, sir.
Unfortunately, I'm not. Any progress? Do you still have a visual on the object?
I think it's moving away from me.
Excellent.
Vale, ¿qué va a pedir? ¿Sabes?
The
¿Qué
greater
pide?
the distance between you and this machine, the better.
How is it possible that the
Vale.
Alliance machine got here before us?
¿Tú qué vas a pedir?
I'd like to know myself.
Campero.
If
Vale.
Intel's incorrect and Invincible already
voy un
landed on
segundo.
Aegis 3, they would have a huge advantage over us. So why won't they confront our ship head on?
Instead, they waste time on some shady diversion.
Exactly. Makes no sense
Voy,
from a strategic
segundo.
point of view.
¿Y si hay más?
I'm more interested in their numbers right now. What if I run into a whole army?
I wish I could reassure you somehow. Say it's impossible, but
We can't be sure of anything. As usual. I can see a passage, but it doesn't look very
Si queréis,
inviting.
ceno en directo y vemos un vídeo o algo de YouTube o algo, ¿vale? Antes de la peli. ¡Coño!
Shit! It's still here. I have to. I'm stuck. I can't move. Oh, it's coming at me.
¡Qué paranoia de bicho, tú! Está guapo, ¿eh? Como se ve.
It's getting closer.
Va a venir la sonda, ¿verdad?
Crush me.
A salvarme.
I've got nowhere to run. I'm gonna die here after all.
Se la va a cargar, ¿verdad? ¡Hostia! ¿Eso qué hacía?
come in. Jasna, we must evacuate you. I'm getting parameters. Pulse saturation. Please confirm you're there.
I'm okay. The probe did something. As if. I don't know.
I saw
Ha
them
tirado algo, ¿verdad?
gave a distress signal and then followed a series of directives that I didn't implement. Currently, it does not respond to commands.
I'll check on it. I guess it's busted for good.
Vali, no. Vali.
Not much left of it.
The probe was broadcasting a while ago, so maybe we can save its call.
Ha muerto Vali, gente.
Hot. You could say that since I found the probe, I haven't been alone.
I'm sorry, Jasna. Maybe it can still be rebuilt. Anyway, you're not entirely alone.
I feel like I've lost another companion. My last one.
You still have me.
Not down here. Probe. It distracted the antimats.
You say that as if it did it on purpose.
Eso es lo que yo digo. Yo creo que eso.
How else to explain it?
Coincidence?
Que la ha hecho a
I don't
propósito.
believe in such coincidences, Astrogator.
¡No! Pero déjame ver las imágenes. Pedazo guarra. Déjame ver las imágenes. ¿Por qué se ha quitado?
Okay.
Joder, tío. Lo siento, me ha salido del alma.
Are you talking about the phone call?
No, se han quitado las imágenes por la puta
They say
cara.
in order to win over a person, you have to steal their heart.
¿Cómo veo eso? Yo quiero ver eso. ¿Cómo se
The
ven
key
las
is
imágenes
to get
ahora?
their brain.
¿No hay forma de verlas?
You know that's just a metaphor.
Anatomically incorrect and highly overused.
Qué asco.
Yes. Okay. Time to get out of here.
Not good. You simply don't get a break.
What is it this time?
Stormfront is approaching your location.
Now of all times.
I know, Doctor. But please muster up a little more strength. Let's not forget that the Alliance is in the vicinity.
Wait a minute. Do you have any specific expectations of me? Since I'm nearby their troops.
It's hard to call them specific.
Vale.
We need to learn more.
You're missing the most important thing, sir. We still have to save Gorski.
Comprueba la actividad de la
I don't
alianza.
know what your silence means.
Está muerto, ¿no? La han encontrado muerto.
I'm really sorry.
What?
His readings.
No. No, don't finish. That's impossible.
You did absolutely everything you could.
Es
Unfortunately,
mentira, ¿verdad? Que está muerto.
I did nothing. Just nothing.
by the way, how are you feeling?
And how am I supposed to feel?
I mean the lack of your oxygen tank.
So you know.
Gorski's oxygen jump didn't come out of nowhere, and your saturation is dropping. So, how are you feeling?
Pues como el orto.
I've already experienced what Dr. Krauter referred to as mild cerebral symptoms.
Ah, o sea, por darle lo del oxígeno, yo en mi partida he tenido lo de la alucinación esa de Krauter. La gente que no le ha dado eso no ha tenido esa alucinación. Porque eso puede estar chulo en el juego, ¿eh?
Please don't ask for details.
Puede estar guay. Si es así, me gusta. Si no es así, pues las decisiones no valen para absolutamente nada. Que es lo que yo creo que es. Que las decisiones no valen para nada. Luego lo veré en YouTube. Coño, es eso. Ah, vale, la tormenta, ¿no? Van a empezar a caer rayos que flipa. Que sí. No, pues qué guapo. ¿Puedo conducir? Conduce.
The transporter.
No, a rover. There isn't a living soul here.
Are you sure? Please take a look around.
¿No entra?
Clear. No one's coming out of me. I'm all alone.
Is that disappointment I hear? Anyway,
Not disappointment, but tiredness. Are you surprised?
no, not at all. Understandable.
Quita las manos de en medio. Ah, no puedo pasar. Vale. Me creía que era por aquí. Tengo que entrar en el coche. Sí.
Yes.
Juego no será de susto, ¿no?
Pop back
Está
outside.
la mierda, hombre.
Let's check something.
Quiero ver una cosa. Vale. ¿Cómo que por fin? ¿Por qué no interactúa con las cosas, tío?
Got it.
What? What are you talking about?
I found an oxygen tank.
Of course. Why did I think of that? Rescue kit is essential in all vehicles.
Pues eres el capitán, el jefe general de la... esta. Pues podría acordarte, porque eres tonto.
Better?
Yes. Oh, that's what I needed. Time to hit the road.
Si te iba a decir, llévate el tanque. Ah, vale. Pon en marcha el astromóvil. Vale.
The engine started.
Then what do you
Mundo
want
sí.
it for? Leave this cursed place.
No me ha dejado conducir a mí, ¿verdad? ¡Conduzco yo! Vámonos.
I'm going. Please talk to me. Oh shit! It hit the bonnet.
Don't worry. Even if it hits the rover directly, you'll come out unscathed. Yeah, the vehicle is kind of a Faraday cage. The energy will flow through the body, discharge into the ground.
I'm not worried.
Estamos muertos.
I'm a goddamn oasis of peace. And there are exceptions, you know. Such as the windshield shattering at high voltages. Doesn't stress me out at all.
I remember a mission on Eden 5. At that time I was still a coordinator, but the crew was quite similar. Chemist, cyberneticist, a doctor, an engineer and a physicist. Simple reconnaissance mission. But there was a miscalculation and we crashed the
Y
rocket.
estrelló un cohete.
Put it back together. From whatever was on hand. It's quite a machine. A true Frankenstein's monster, so to speak. Even more terrifying were the creatures we found on the surface of Eden.
Oh, wait. Creatures?
Eso me interesa. Cuéntame.
You are making this up, aren't you?
Cuenta,
sir?
cuenta. Cállate.
Not at all. I was indeed on a mission to Eden. However, I might have exaggerated a bit.
No, pero como que he exagerado un poco. Yo quiero saber de criatura. A mí eso me interesa. Cuéntame. Y se calla ahora. Todo el rato hablando el gilipollas. Y se calla ahora. Va a salir en el radar un bicho de esos arañas raros. Por aquí. Porque me salen los titulitos eso rompe un poco todo, la verdad. Déjame explorar. Qué mareo, ¿no? Aquí. Allí. Vale. ¡Ya!
Damn it! I'm having trouble finding the right way.
You've got to head southwest.
No, que te
I'm
caes.
supposed to know where southwest is. I don't have a compass, remember?
The city attracts light, so the fewer
Madre mía, donde estoy metiendo el puto coche.
How far am I from the city?
Cuidadito que atrapamos gente.
The storm has subsided.
Se agarra con fuerza. Se acabó. Me gustaría saber cuánto me falta de juego. O sea, que sé que me faltará más de la mitad o la mitad, ¿no? Pero No sé, por saber.
I found a place to hide.
A Faraday cage?
That's not it. I left the structures behind.
Tengo que bajar.
It's an ordinary rock formation.
Even better. You have to catch your breath eventually. Can I ask for one thing? Could you find the model number of the rover?
What for?
I've got an idea, but it depends on the model.
Es el 12, ¿no? Ah, no.
And it's 2001. Could that be it?
Let me see. Bingo. Emmets are equipped with a black box. Please find it.
I have the box, but it's all locked up.
Really? Must have changed the equipment because I have no information about a key.
Where did you even get a catalogue of their gear from, sir? And anyway, it doesn't matter. What should I do?
1 second. I need to
Rompelo.
think. Don't know if this can help, but the Alliance labels black boxes as data loggers. Eureka! Cable access. Look for something resembling a socket, a plug.
Pues parezca una toma de un enchufe. Puta idea. ¿Dónde coño busco eso? No, no sé dónde me dices. ¿Dónde está, tío? O sea, no lo veo. A ver. Ah, vale, que me tengo que poner.
Something
Joder.
like that.
Then you can connect to the probe's brain there. And presto.
Won't work. These inputs are not compatible with Commonwealth plugs.
From the outside, our equipment is different, but inside we have the same guts, so to speak. The cable on the back of the box should already fit.
Same guts, hey? Just like with humans.
Exacto. Ya está, eso era lo que no encajaba. Bien.
It's in.
Just a moment. Well done, Doctor. I'm receiving a signal.
So, what now?
You can finally rest. It'll take me a while to read through all the records.
¿A dormir? ¿A mimir? A mimir.
The rover was connected to a base.
I think I know which base you're talking about. Mentioned in the registers.
An orbital unit.
It looks more like a ground base to me.
What? When did they set it up?
It's a good question.
No one is transmitting from the base. On the other channels, all I hear is static.
The storm must be causing interference.
Pero a ver, no sé por qué te extraña que haya una base aquí cuando te has encontrado un buggy de esto, ¿no? Un astromóvil de esto, ¿no? Porque el astromóvil este no es nuestro, es de aquí, o sea. A dormir, a mimir, eso es. Hombre, vamos a hablar, vamos a hablar.
It may not be that simple. I'm too tired to sleep.
I know that paradox all too well. Can I help you somehow?
Le contaré lo que he visto bajo tierra. Creo que sabes más que de la alianza que de lo que aparenta. ¿Me puedes leer el reglamento?
Maybe I'll fall asleep if we talk.
Naturally. Do you have anything specific in mind?
Well, I'd love to know some official secrets about the Alliance base. The reason they're interested in this desiccated, bizarre planet that is Regis 3.
Are you implying that I should know these secrets?
Yes. I think you're hiding something from me, sir. And at this stage of the mission, I lack both the strength and the inclination to beat around the bush.
In that case, let me reveal something I should
Vaya.
never say as a commander.
Verás.
I have no idea what's going on this desiccated, fossilized egg. I don't know where the Alliance forces came from, why they came, or what they're doing here. Since we lost contact with the camp, I've had a feeling that I am deep in the dark.
Yeah, me too. Quite literally.
So I suggest we talk about something else, instead of getting ahead of ourselves. A more light-hearted subject, perhaps.
¿Y este por qué se convirtió en astronauta?
May I ask why you became an astronaut?
There are two answers to this question. An honest one and a personal lie. To give you the clearest picture of the truth, I'd have to tell you both.
I'm all ears.
As cadets, we participated in the series of meetings. HQ organized them to encourage potential recruits. We all said the same thing, just a little different. We all wanted to push the boundaries of human potential, discover what
Se está quedando dormido.
remembering childhood memories when we first heard about that brave forces of the Commonwealth. Sometimes these speeches were already being prepared during the training, if you understand what I mean. Every astronaut wished to explore space. They had to wish that. But my reason, an honest reason, not a nice-sounding memory that never happened, I've never been able to find my place. So I came to the conclusion that I would not find it anywhere except out here, in space. Although I never dreamed of exploring. Such lofty ideas as expanding human limits were of little interest to me. It was among my crew that I...
Pero no te duermas, yo quiero escuchar la otra, hija de puta. 2 años después me voy a terminar The Witcher 3. The Witcher 3 es un juegazo que flipa, pero tiene muchísima paja de por medio. Yo jugué 300 horas de Witcher 3 y me lo hice al 100%. No puedo ahí.
Oh, wait. Astrogator, can you explain to me what I'm hearing right now?
This is a recording from the rover. The Alliance has apparently broken the encryption of our radio channel.
Oh, bollocks. So what do we do?
We need to change the frequency and encryption key.
What's the point? As soon as you give me a new channel, they will overhear us and change it as well.
Just look at the probe's brain.
Bally? What's with...
All you have to do is watch it closely. I'm switching now. Waiting for you to join.
Oh, I see.
Ah, la ha
The new
arreglado.
frequency is... Oh, there's only static on this channel. And again... Oh, there's only static on this channel. And again...
Y no es más fácil que me digas cuál es el canal en vez de tener 3 opciones que solo una es correcta y tengo que ir probando.
Now the
Pregunto.
encryption key. The first 3 digits of the cipher are... The next is...
He acertado. Este.
Yes, sir.
I'm
Increíble,
here.
soy buenísimo.
Well done. That should buy us some time.
So, how should we continue?
Don't you need more time to rest?
I do. But there's no way I'm going to sleep now. Besides, nothing's stopping me anymore. The storm has subsided.
All right. Let's not risk evacuating directly from the city. Should be safer outside its perimeter. I took the liberty of looking through the photos of the nearby area. Everything north and east of your location looks relatively safe. All you have to do is move away from this cluster of metal.
So, should I go back to the ship?
That's an odd question. Of course you should come back. Now even more than ever. Very
Claro, eres la única que está viva realmente, o sea.
No need to be. I'm fine.
Voy exactamente por la mitad del juego, por si alguien tiene la duda, voy, pero literal, la mitad del juego, clava. Pero clavado. Clavado, 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 clavado. ¿Ajo me tiro? Ah, sigo con el coche. Que es la playa. Esta es la zona de la playa.
Dragonfly, over. Are you there?
Yes, please excuse me. I was in the infirmary. Is the coast clear?
Yep, all clear.
Good. Give me a moment. I'm looking at the satellite images.
Have you checked on Koval, by any chance?
Yes, among other
Hostia,
things.
qué guapo, ¿no?
And? How is he?
He's stable.
But?
There are no buts, Doctor. You'll see him soon. All right,
Tío, yo veo esto.
Sector AZ-20.
Ojalá hagan un juego de Dune, te lo juro,
Please check if it's fit to land.
Un juego de Dune, tío. Con lore de Dune, con... pero que no sea de pelea ni de polla. A mí las peleas me sudan los cojones. Un juego de Dune, tío. En el que se vea todo el lore de los gusanos, todo lo... es que vaya. Me muero.
Like I said, it looks good. Clear opening, flat terrain.
Excellent. Please go there while I prepare the lander. I'll just pack Artie inside.
So that's it. You're taking me to the Dragonfly. We're flying away from here for good.
We have no other choice, Doctor. At this stage of the mission, we can only minimize losses. You understand that, don't you?
Echar baja no, la única que te queda, ¿no?
Yes, sir?
Are you sure that's all we can do? Couldn't we?
Don't you even think about it.
About what? You didn't let me finish, sir.
But I know what might be on your mind. Going back for Gorski's body, contacting the Alliance, or continuing research on your own. These are not possibilities. They're certain death. Please remember, we have just one lander left. As a commander, I must first ensure your safe return. Only then I'll send Artie with other tasks.
Pero a ver, no es tan... Pregunto. Este señor es el comandante. No es tan sencillo, si quieres que haga eso, ¿eh? No es tan sencillo como decirle, es una orden. Y literalmente, si no la cumple... ¿la matas? Y ya está. ¿No? Pregunto. O sea, es muy sencillo, en verdad. O sea, no cumple la orden, perfecto, haz lo que quieras. Si te veo aparecer, estás condenada a muerte. Ya está. ¿No? Así que más te vale quedarte en este planeta para siempre. Al menos ahora vamos en coche, a ver cuánto nos dura. Qué guay que haya carretera en este mundo, ¿verdad?
One step at a time, Yasna. One step at a time.
Ah, tengo que elegir. Tengo que elegir, pues me voy para allá. Tengo que elegir.
I won't need the lander, Astrogator.
What do you mean?
You know very well what I mean, sir. I'm not coming back.
Yes, sir. This is sheer madness. You're heading straight to the enemy base.
This is the only way I can find out what's going on here. What happened to our people? I have several hours of travel ahead of me.
You can still turn back.
No. And if you try to convince me otherwise, I'll just turn the radio off.
Fine. I'll stop insisting. Please just understand the position you put me in. As a commander, now I have to decide whether to risk detection by the Alliance. Because by putting yourself in their hands, you're risking not only your own life, but also the rest of the crew's.
I'll understand if you find it necessary to leave. I would do it if I were you.
Well, then you're lucky I'm me. Please don't turn off your radio. I'm not going anywhere.
Vaya puto máquina el comandante, increíble. Best personaje ever. Un poco más tarde.
Yes, no.
Yes?
I understand that no matter what I say won't change your mind. But please be careful. First, observe them from a distance, and only then take action.
I will be cautious. Like always. Just because I'm acting against your orders doesn't mean I intend to be foolish, sir.
It's comforting in its own way that even in an act of insubordination you want to remain professional. I'll let you know when you cross that.
Macho, gracias. Mini puto para el astrogator.
Behind a bend, run to a ledge. Telemetry observation will be vital. Once we know the
Astrogator.
situation, we'll decide what to do next.
Copy that. Hey, what was that?
I've set up a warning signal. Now you're near enough that they can see the rover.
Uy, 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 que se va esta la puta. Si voy con el coche en plan, po, po, po.
If you don't stop, I'll do it for you.
What the? How did you do that?
Yasna, I respected your decision not to come back. For while I disapprove of it as a commander, I agree with your conscience. But I won't allow you to kill yourself in foolish haste. I turn the rover's engine off remotely, and I'm not turning it on until you've concluded your reconnaissance. Understood? Did you understand?
Yes. Apparently I've no other choice.
After all, you said yourself that you would be cautious. Why the sudden change of mind?
I don't know. I guess I'm more nervous about this meeting than I'd like to admit.
The Alliance will gladly take advantage of your every weakness, Yasna. You must keep it together.
Some object is flying over their base.
Can you tell me more?
It's 15, 20 meters high. It has an upright silhouette. And
¿Qué
it
coño
looks
es
like
eso, tío?
a balloon.
It could be a balloon.
And that doesn't surprise you?
Not everything that flies needs jet engines. What markings does it have?
RB1. What does it mean?
Este trabajó con la Alianza, ¿verdad?
Denotes an advanced scout balloon. How far from you is it?
Around 400.
Not as far as I would like it to be. Might have you within camera range.
Ok.
It's a field base. Multi-module. For about several dozen people. Rather well equipped. There's lots of transporters here.
I'm not surprised. Missions with a large crew, transport modules were an integral part of the field camp.
Remind me, how many crew members were they supposed to send on the Invincible?
Over 100.
Great. They have a second antimat. As if the first one wasn't enough.
Is it active?
Probably not, but Proton alone knows.
What about people? Can you see anyone?
Not yet. Maybe they're hiding a module. I see someone.
Just one?
For now, yes.
Is that all?
I think so.
And please keep going. You can assume that their equipment has already detected your presence. Or it will soon enough. There's no point in further postponing the inevitable.
Still, I'm glad that I stopped. I feel better knowing that there's no heavily armed military waiting for me there.
Me too, Doctor. Me too.
Vale. Voy en coche, ¿no? Supongo, ¿o qué?
will most likely lose contact soon. So let me be clear. Your situation is highly precarious. You cannot trust the Alliance or expect them to be willing to help. If things don't go our way, I'll do everything in my power to negotiate your safe return to the Commonwealth. Worst case scenario, we'll opt for a prisoner exchange. Until then, please cooperate with them. And during the interrogation, don't resist. Astrobiologists generally do not possess information that's sensitive to the Commonwealth. At worst, you'll give away the details of our last mission. Of course, it'd be better if that didn't happen. But I know their methods of interrogation, and in all fairness, they're very effective.
Astrogator, I believe in the face of a common threat, we'll find a common language, and we can simply cooperate, pushing political animosities aside.
I hope you're right, Doctor. But even if we disregard decades of mutual enmity, we must keep in mind human nature. Homo homini lupus. Just because you want to talk to them doesn't mean they'll listen. I'd rather expect they'll be asking the questions and you'll be answering them.
A ver, me he bajado aquí porque creía que había algo, pero no tiene pinta. O sea que tengo que seguir y ya, ¿no? Ve a la base. Vale. Pues nada. ¿Se puede guardar la partida? No. A ver si consigo que se guarde la partida antes de...
If that's all, sir, shouldn't we cut the line?
No. Better to continue our communication for as long as possible. Prove that you voluntarily...
Bebe agua, estoy de acuerdo.
Their jammers will interrupt us sooner or later anyway.
Que tiene pinta de que hoy voy a hacer 7 o 8 de directo, la verdad. Cuando llegue la cena pararé, ¿vale, gente? O si hay un punto de guardado cerca o algo, paro, ¿vale? ¿Esto va por el agua? ¿La mierda esta? Esto va por todos lados, esto le suda los cojones todo. Le paré una mierda para todos ya. Le da igual todo. ¡Ay! Ya estoy. ¡Ey! Venga, ha cargado el bioma. No hay nadie. Está claro.
Nobody.
Impossible. Even if there aren't many of them in the camp, someone would have noticed you.
I'm not blind, sir.
There's
really no one here.
Vaya.
Don't get out yet. Could be some kind of trick.
Not a living soul.
Espera.
Better for your
Segundo,
safety if they
bájate,
make the
bájate.
first move. If you really don't see anyone.
I'm going. What have I got to lose anyway?
Your life, Doctor.
Me gusta el comandante. Joder, los lagazos, coño.
I'm going in.
Ah, ¿pero qué es esta? Espera. Ah, vale, que es un recorrido. Vale. Pues un momento, un segundo. Y quiero ver algunas cosas antes. ¿Qué tal, Twise? Después vamos a ver una peli, Twise. ¿La vas a ver? ¿O te tengo que pegar? Ya, te aseguro yo a ti que no creo que la hayas visto. La peli. Vale, aquí nada, ¿no? Vale.
Clear. For now. I can't hear anyone either.
La muerte del sol, rectificación de artículos. Al editor responsable de un escandaloso artículo que ataca mi reputación y subestima mis logros científicos. Solicito respetuosamente la rectificación del artículo. La muerte del sol, amenaza de un científico. Publicado en la página 9 y 10 del número 5 del año en el curso de la revista científica Joven Astrofísico. El texto no solo incluye errores científicos fundamentales, sino que también cita incorrectamente la hipótesis que formulé en el último congreso. Incluyo una corrección. De acuerdo con mis... Y les recuerdo que mi nombre es Dr. Bouza, no Bouza. Investigaciones llevadas a cabo durante viajes por el espacio, constato que el tiempo que tarda una estrella en consumir el hidrógeno depende de su masa. pero este fenómeno es aplicable a todas las estrellas. Y la nuestra, por mucho que queramos sustraerla a las leyes de la física, no se encuentra. Y nada implica que se encuentre fuera del alcance de este fenómeno. Así pues, ¿cuál es mi hipótesis? En el futuro, todo el hidrógeno combustible en el núcleo del Sol se consumirá. Surgirá una esfera de fusión hidrogénica que se expandirá hasta que la temperatura se reduzca por debajo de 10 millones de grados Fahrenheit. El núcleo se encogerá y las cenizas resultantes del fuego hidrogénico actuarán como combustible, permitiendo que comience una segunda ronda de reacciones de fusión y extendiendo la vida del Sol unos cuantos cientos de millones de años más. O sea, que se consume el Sol, catapum, y vuelve a regenerarse un Sol. Resulta indudable que el Sol pasará de ser una enana amarilla a una gigante roja y que se reducirá la fuerza gravitatoria sobre Venus y la Tierra. Estos planetas se distanciarán entonces del Sol y como resultado se librarán, en cierto modo, pero el poderoso Sol rojo aún consumirá mercurio antes de extinguirse. Basándome en mis investigaciones puedo garantizar que es cierta mi declaración de que el Sol vivirá 10.000 años, como una estrella de secuencia principal. Su existencia comenzó hace 5.000 millones de años y seguirá brillando durante otros 5.000. Sin embargo, no se trata, como hemos leído en la opinión del citado editor, de una amenaza basada en hipótesis variables, invenciones y alucinaciones de un doctor en ciencias astrofísicas, en busca de un renombre a costa de acabar con el bienestar emocional de la especie humana. No vean, lo han puesto fino. La fugacidad es un proceso que afecta a cada cosa y entidad del universo, incluyendo a los editores de revistas científicas obsesionados con alcanzar la popularidad en el éxito con sus burdos escritos. Respetuosamente, el Dr. Bouda, pues no vea, ¿ves? Postdata, en caso de no proceder a la publicación de rectificación del artículo y presentarme sus disculpas, me veré obligado a emprender acciones legales para proteger tanto a la ciencia como a mi persona. Joder, voy a recogerme del furgón. Y para el tanatorio, vale. ¿En ese orden? ¿O primero vamos al tanatorio y por el furgón?
I'm at the central module, in the headquarters.
You walked in, just like that.
Yeah, the doors were open.
Unbelievable.
They've got a
Just
device for
unbelievable.
intercepting alarm signals. There isn't much of it. Single record. The guy survived. Someone saved him.
Ah, ¿quién lo cogió?
Interesting. Coordinates changed
A mí me lleva al cementerio.
upwards, which indicates he was evacuated by air. Huh. The alarm signal broke off high above the ground. 18561.
754. Yes, it's Gorski.
You said he died during the night.
Correct. I did. I couldn't let you go back to those ruins.
Did you send the lander? When?
While you were still on your way to the base, Artie carried him on board, secured him. Gorski's in the infirmary now. The prognosis is cautious, but his condition has stabilized.
How could you, sir? I believe Gorski was dead. I blame myself for his death. And now you dare say you did it for my own good.
If I hadn't lied,
No sé hasta qué punto las decisiones de este juego no afectan en nada, ¿eh? Tiene pinta de que... Si alguno ha visto este juego entero.
Gorski had died because you waited too long.
but he didn't.
Hostia, la quiniela.
Thanks to you, Yasna.
Es que me da a mí la sensación de que no afectan en nada las decisiones, ¿eh? A lo mejor la decisión final o algo así, pero esta yo creo que nada.
One more thing. I realize we still need to work together. So, I'll submit my reports as usual. But that doesn't mean everything's fine.
Understood, Doctor. I appreciate your professionalism.
I have a record of their mission. Each step, location, units, including dates.
I'm all ears.
Day 0, landing place. Their main ship's in sector AQ-28.
The Invincible.
Este juego no se guarda
They
nunca.
didn't move
Seems so.
¿Lo has dicho?
Trying to track it down. Please tell me
Se
what
aplaude.
else is in there.
Ha dicho el nombre, ¿eh? Se aplaude. Hay que ir al Invincible.
Like Corsair became interested in the ocean. They got there on the 7th day.
Quite late.
Guess they
Estúpido.
weren't in a hurry. Before setting up this base, they were stationed not far from here, but seemed very determined to reach
Este
this
juego,
area.
bebé.
They dug a
¿Quién hace
vast
este
system of
juego?
tunnels.
¿Alguien sabe decirme quién lo hace?
On the 15th day of the mission,
Por si son los mismos de Firewatch.
they conducted research and during excavations found, you won't guess,
Porque creo que son los mismos de
metal
Firewatch, ¿verdad?
structures.
So he had no chance to outrun them.
Yeah. And they were already at an advanced
De
stage
hecho,
of
que creo que la
works
voz
almost
es la
in
misma.
orbit. In the end, they sent a convoy to a neighboring sector.
So that was their last move.
Well,
The
there's
Witcher
no
tiene
information
varios
about their
finales.
return. Maybe I'll
Creo
find
que
them
no.
there.
No estoy seguro, ¿eh? Yo hace 1000 años que me lo pasé. Creo que
They
no.
left on the 25th day. That's all I know. Well, I can't
Bueno,
back
no,
out
sí.
now.
Espera,
I
un segundo.
have to
Ahora te,
follow
espérate,
them.
ahora te contesto.
Well, it's your decision. Although I
Creo
admit
que-
I'm also starting to wonder what you'll find.
People, Astrogator. They must be somewhere.
I'm sending a satellite.
Creo que cambia según lo que hagas con Jennifer o con la otra, creo. Me parece, ¿eh? No me hago mucho caso. Algo cambia.
On the 24th day, they sent a convoy north to the sector. Oh, to the sector where I found Gorski.
You suspect they went after him, having detected his signal?
Let's not get paranoid, Astrogator. I think they had something else in mind.
No puedo salir de aquí, ¿qué pasa? Ahora. Vale, se ha guardado la partida. Vamos para aquí, ¿vale, gente?